What's up, everybody? Big Cop Diesel coming at you, and I wanted to do a reaction video about a story, and I'll post a link below, about two security guards that were stabbed at a Macy's. And according to reports, the person was shoplifting, I believe, and once the person was confronted, it sounds like the guy left and came back about 15 minutes later and proceeded to stab the security guards. One of the security guards sadly passed away. Every time I see a story like this, it really makes my blood boil because it brings up a couple things. Number one, if you guys don't know, the reason most of the time why these clients choose unarmed security over armed security is money. It's cheaper to put an unarmed security guard on a site than it is an armed security guard. Rightly so, security companies charge more money for armed security because of the liability. Their insurance policy is a lot higher in regards to armed security, so they pass that cost on to the client. So I fault Macy's and anybody. If you have a store or a business or a location that you want security for, and it's in a high crime area, which is why you need security to begin with, the fact that you would penny pinch to put an unarmed security guard there, what does that say about you? You know, are you just doing it to check a box, you know, so that you can make people kind of feel safe? And I hope there's business owners and powers that be decision makers that are watching this video. And if they're not, if you watching this know of somebody in those positions, send them this video, because what you're doing is you're basically reducing someone's life to $10 or $12 an hour, whatever it is you're charging, or I'm sorry, whatever it is you're paying for that security guard. Now, the other part of that is if you work security, you should not be working unarmed security spots. That's dead and stinking in the water. There's just no, in today's day and age, I mean, unless you are out in BFE somewhere, but the days of deterrence, the days of people seeing a uniform and saying, hey, I'm not gonna do anything, those days are gone. Those days are gone. Yeah, there's a small percentage of people who will see a uniform and say, you know what, I'm not gonna do anything here. People are attacking cops in broad daylight. People are definitely attacking security. Cops and security are being shot and killed, being stabbed and killed, being targeted, being ambushed. So guys, you know, if you're a security professional and you have a license to carry a pistol and you've been hired as an armed security guard, don't take unarmed security jobs. I turn them down left and right. I get texts all the time about working unarmed security, and I won't do it. I refuse to do it. Why would I go onto a site as a security guard unarmed? What good am I? What good am I? What am I gonna do? I'm gonna do the same thing that everybody else at that site is gonna do, which is run, hide, and hopefully be a good witness. That's not happening. So if you are a security guard who has a license to carry, you've been hired to do armed security, because I know how these companies work. They'll text you, hey man, I'm in a jam, can you go do this unarmed security gig? And I get it, but no way. Now, have I worked unarmed security gigs? I have. I've chosen very carefully, but guess what? I was still armed. That's the whole point of being concealed. Nobody knows you're carrying a gun. But those places were in places where, there's security to get in the building. You got to have fobs, key cards, all that kind of stuff. And it's usually an office setting, so I'm dressed business casual anyway, and I'm just blending in. I have done that probably 2 or 3 times, and that's been a couple years. But in today's climate, I can't see doing it. If you're a security guard and you don't have a concealed pistol license, get one. It does a couple things. Number one, you get paid more money, so it commands more money. And then number two, you get a little bit more flexibility on those jobs that you can accept, but now you have a fighting chance, right? Having a concealed pistol license as a security guard doesn't make you a cop. We still have no duty to act. We have no duty if we're off duty, we see a crime. We're not getting into all that. Our job is to protect life. And any site that I'm at, I mean, we all know why they hire us, right? It's to protect the property. It's to protect, whatever. But at the end of the day, you're only protecting life, okay? I apologize, this video's got a little cut in it. Had a business call I had to take. But guys, listen, if you're an unarmed security guard, get your CPL. Get your CPL. And then when you're working these details, our job is to protect life. I don't give a shit if they could rob the place blind. Unless they produce a firearm or some other means to threaten somebody with deadly force, I'm not even going to draw my firearm on them, right? Because that's not what we're there for. But the other part of that is security officers, you guys got to keep your head on a swivel. People just simply do not care. And you got to be prepared to defend yourself. Now, these two unarmed security guards didn't have a choice. Here's the thing about knife assaults, if you don't know. If somebody attacks you with a knife, you are going to get cut. The question is how bad you're going to get cut. It's one thing to get some cuts on the arms and stuff, on the hands, some defensive type cuts. That's different than getting stabbed in the neck, getting stabbed in the heart, getting stabbed in the guts. So the idea is, if you're armed and somebody is attacking you with a knife, you need to stop the assault. You need to stop the attack and then articulate, this person attacked me with a knife, or attacked that person with a knife. Therefore, you're justified. A knife attack is a deadly force assault. Full stop. Somebody pulls a knife, you don't have to try to figure out if they're serious, if they're playing. Is it a steak knife? Is it a hunting knife? If somebody presents a knife and you're armed, listen, you don't even have to give commands. You don't have to be like you see on TV, drop the weapon, none of that. Guys, mark this video at this time right here. I'm here to tell you, if somebody pulls a knife on me, it's lights out. There will be no discussion. I'm not going to try to talk them down. That is definitely not the time to de-escalate. I'm not going to try to convince them. I'm not going to look at the knife and try to figure out, is it a hunting knife? Is it a steak knife? No. You want to play big boy games, you're going to get big boy prizes. So if you're in the security field, guys, please go get a concealed permit and only work armed security. Only work armed security. If you are in the Metro Detroit area, hell, anywhere in Michigan, maybe even Northern Ohio, because I'll travel, I offer a security guard class and I cover all this stuff. $200 is an investment for you, because a lot of these red patch security companies don't train worth shit. I already know, because I did that work before. I managed that work before, and that's why I don't do that work anymore. I'm a contractor. I know the ins and outs of this whole game. So even if you are like, hey, I probably won't work security that long, it's a side gig, I'm doing it till I get in the police academy, whatever, or let's say you're retired and you're operating off of the stuff you learned in your academy and on your job that you retired from. Nothing hurts with getting fresh information and being up to date, guys. So keep your head on a swivel. Anybody that's watching this that knows somebody that's in the security field or knows of a business that is penny pinching to put cheap security, unarmed security, share this video, guys. I'm serious. I'm dead serious. Share this video, because this bullshit has to stop. It has to stop. And rest in peace to the family of the security officer who passed away. All right, everybody, stay strapped. Peace.